Well, it's out of frustration that I wrote this song. Ain't had much loving, been too darn long.
I knew my luck would surely change if I'd only learned to say, yodelay, I-dee-lo, I-dee-lay.
Well, women's ears, they perk up when they hear a man's voice croon. I knew that I should learn that old lovesick blues too. When they hear the part about her leaving, well, women all agree that they should come home with me. Your lovely, I love, I do, I love, tea. Well, some women fall for fiddlers, and some fall for steel. Some fall for guitar pickers, they say they've got that feel.
Well, I ain't met a woman yet that could stay away from yodelay, I yodelay. Yodelay, oh, yodelay, I yodelay. I do it, I do it, I do, oh, yodelay, I yodelay. You do, I do it, 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 I do it. You do, I do it, I do it, I rub the looti. You do, I do it, I do it, I do it, I rub the looti. You do, I do it, I do it, I do it. Oh, do I do it, 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 oh, I do. Yo do, I do it, 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 yo do, I do it, 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 well, it's out of consideration I'm gonna have to end this song. You see, I don't know who to go to, Betty Lou, Jean or Joan. You see, I never realized this would become my mating call. Yodeloo, yodelay, and that's all.
Wow. Wow.
It was amazing, wasn't that?
Beyond amazing, and so exceeded. First of all, yodeling Jews is something you don't see anywhere. In fact, it's called oidling. You just take the Y and the O on the beginning of yodel and you make it oi, and then it's Jewy.
Oidling. I'll go for it.
So much talent. I got to tell you, Rabbi Vogel, first of all, thank you for asking me to be a small part of this. And, you know, I love you, and I love being a Jew, and I love the congregation. And for those that don't know that are sitting here, you know, I sit on a show called America's Got Talent, where people come from faraway places like Mumbai and, you know, South America and all over to show us their wares. But tonight, we have Jews from Woodland Hills, from Tarzana, who, I want to say they came all the way, they didn't go anywhere, just in their own home, created an amazing array of talent that we're going to see tonight, all for an amazing cause, right?
Absolutely. We're grateful for you, Howie. Can't tell you how much to help make this happen. Hard times now with COVID-19, and this is so needed. Everything we're going to do tonight. It's a great beginning. I hope we're going to even raise more money during the show. And thank you. I
hope so. Is there a way that while we're doing the show that the people can still donate? How do they do that?
Oh my God. We're going to talk about it more, I think, but there's a 50-50 raffle that they can absolutely still go with. They can items that they can bid on. There's so much that they can still do. They can continue to help us.
But they should. I know that we're going to talk about it later. I saw the script, but I think that the earlier we get to start, and right now, even before an act is on, is a time to donate to a good cause. And also thank the people that have made it possible for us to be here. And there's two groups, right? There's the family, the Braun family, right?
Yes. Yeah. Larry Braun and family, they're fabulous. It's Shepherd Mullen. He helps
small businesses. If you have a business and you have a problem, you got to call the Mullen Group. Yeah. Right?
And Larry, they're great people, supportive and wonderful. And
I've never done a local commercial for a law firm. When I have a lemonade stand and 3 cups are missing, and 1 cup is it, and some cash is missing, and I got a legal problem, who do I call?
Larry Braun.
See, we'll be back with more show right after this. Larry, you're my hero. So what do we do next? What are we doing next?
Well, I want to make sure we're going to have to announce, you're going to have to tell us what the 5 top videos. I want to make sure, by the way, that they know to go on to, they can go to agt.givesmart.com. Right? That's how they can really help. agt.givesmart.com. So they don't know, the people out there don't know yet who the 5 top winners are yet. They know about, I don't have enough fingers. They know about 12.
Right. Okay. So like 40, tons and tons of entrants, right?
46 videos were submitted.
Yes. 46 submitted. We painstakingly narrowed it down to 12. And now tonight we're down to the top 5. This is beyond talent. There's got to be a ch word that could describe everything that's good in Judaism has a ch in it, isn't it? Nachas, mishbucha, and I don't even have a word to describe this talent. So I'm just you're gonna tonight like nobody has before. And I mean in the most positive way I've ever said. But I will announce that in a second. But at the same time, a lot of you who are watching, you have a mobile phone with you. I want you to go to sayitagain.com, because while we're doing it, I would like to raise the funds, because this is, listen, this is great entertainment. This is good fun. This is a great sense of community. But ultimately, we got to support this community. And this is
agt.givesmart, right? Givesmart.com.
So do that. And we're looking at it while we're on the air, and maybe I'll shout you out. I'll be looking at it too at the same time. I got another, I gave myself another little mobile device here to see that people are doing it. So I know if you're doing it, people. So you want to announce, you think we're ready to announce the top 5?
Top 5, it's going to be in alphabetical order, lest they should ever think that there's any priority given here in terms of the names even.
Are you people ready to, here we go. No particular, well, it's alphabetical, but this is not the order of talent or how much we like them or how many votes they got. Bob Epstein. I'm holding for applause. I know I'm used to working in front of an audience. but this is, I know in my own head.
All right, I'll do it for you.
Oh, thank you. Shira Kreitenberg. Shira. The Lunar family. Wow, the Jewish answer to the Osmonds. And Joe Saltz.
Zoe.
Oh, Zoe Saltz.
Zoe. There is a Joe Saltz. I think that was her great-grandfather who ran a deli. So this is Zoe.
I'm sorry, Zoe. I'm sorry, Zoe. My spell check in my own head is not working. Okay, and then last but not least, who could forget the Silversteins?
Yay!
In 40 years in the business, I've never been so proud to introduce. This is where my career has gotten me. But I can tell you that this is more fun. I have never, and this is going to be, and this is a first for me, judging without pants on. Are you wearing pants, Rabbi? Are you just dressed nice from the top up?
Yes. They say laced up from the waist up, I think is how they say it.
Laced up? He wears lace? Okay. We won't talk about that any further, but in case anybody wanted to know. So what is next for us? Are we going to roll, and in no particular order, just the alphabetical order, we're going to show you the act. Are we ready to see the first one? Or do we have
We just want to acknowledge, by the way, the other 7 who were not, the people just found out. For the other 7, we are just so grateful. They helped raise a lot of money for us as well. And we're just grateful for all of them. And just, And
I can't say thank you enough, but not only grateful, and you entertained us. I watched, it is very hard. And this is the hardest thing for me on AGT, because you can't really compare apples and oranges. And you can't say this is better talent than that talent. There's an audience for everything. So I got to say, every one of you raised the bar so high. And the hardest thing about this is there is only going to be one winner, but there's so many more that are deserving of being winners. So these are what we narrowed it down to, just us. And then maybe it's up to us, right? Do we vote at the end? How is it going to happen?
It's going to be us. So here's what happened. The donations gave them the top 5. These are the top 5 donations that came in.
Right.
And even though we watched them all, and then we're going to have to decide at a certain point.
So they weren't necessarily considered more talented. They just raised more money.
They raised more money, but we'd like to believe that their talent might have had something to do with that.
But we're just here to show you money talks. And it doesn't really matter what you can do, but if you got cash, you're going to go places. There's a lesson here, because I know there's a lot of young people watching, and we should walk away with a lesson. Money talks. And I'm also talking to all the viewers. Keep those donations coming in, because money is also needed to keep up our education, to keep up our building, to keep up our community. We need it now more than ever. So does the world. And not only do we do for you and ourselves, but I think that we are very important to the entire community. So please, money will talk, and you need to talk to us. So are we ready for the first video?
If you're ready, I'm ready.
I am ready.
Okay,
are you all laced up, Rabbi?
We're ready.
Okay, let's roll it. The first one, should I introduce who it is?
I think it's going to, I think it should speak for itself. I think I think we're going in order, the alphabetical order.
I know, but that's why, but you don't just roll a tape. Ladies and gentlemen, no particular order. Let's watch Bob Epstein. Roll it.
Hey, it's Bob Epstein. Since the lockdown started, we've had to figure out ways to do things in our own homes that we used to do outside our homes. Things like going to the gym. Personally, I'm doing crunches now twice a day. Captain Crunch every morning and Nestle's Crunch every night. So yesterday I went to the dispensary, and in an effort to curtail my exposure to the public, I figured I'd buy myself a 2-week supply. Actually, that's the 3rd time I did that this week. So gas is really cheap these days. Restaurants have mostly gone drive-in style, and everybody's got big hair. Hey, welcome back to the 70s. And speaking of gas, these days I'm averaging about 3 weeks to a gallon. So I got good news. Hair salons are opening up again soon. They haven't given an exact date, but they say it's going to be about here. I have gone full Jufro since the lockdown. It was either that or go full Howie, and I do know small children, and for them to see this bald head would probably scar those kids for life. I wouldn't want to do that. But I tell you, things have gotten bad. I say things have gotten bad.
How bad have they gotten?
I thought you'd never ask. Things have gotten so bad. Yesterday in the mail, I got pre-declined for a credit card. Things have gotten so bad. Parents in Beverly Hills have had to fire their nannies and learn their kids' names. Things have gotten so bad that last week Angela Jolie adopted a kid from Brentwood. And things have gotten so bad that ExxonMobil announced this morning that they're going to have to lay off 25 congressmen. Hey, thanks for listening and giving me the opportunity to put clothes on, although I'm honestly not wearing pants. I'm Bob Epstein. Take care.
Wow, Bob. Bob, look at you. That was amazing, Bob. Now you know, first of all, did you ever consider doing stand-up comedy professionally instead of law? Did you ever consider not being on mute? As a stand-up comic, sound is always imperative. I've been doing it for years. And when you can't, unless you were Marcel Marceau.
This is true, Howie.
Yes.
Sound is very important. I actually did consider doing comedy prior to being an attorney. I did some stand-up when I was in law school. I took a class, actually worked with Stanley Myron Handelman.
I love Stanley Myron Handelman from the Ed Sullivan Show.
Awesome. But I just figured I didn't have the 15 years that I figured it would take to become an overnight success. So I was for 30 years of law.
So
I'm retired now, so maybe we'll do something else.
So Bob, tell me, you share your comedy with us a lot at Temple. We know you as a real jokester. But what's it like to actually tell jokes when you don't have an audience and you don't get the response?
Sometimes it's just like telling jokes with an audience.
Yeah. I was going to say, I think he's used to it, Julie.
Yeah.
I think it's called marriage. You know, the thing is, it is, because I noticed his wife was there for one line. I assume that's your wife, but she didn't give
my
you
wife,
yeah, but she wouldn't give you one laugh, not one giggle. She was in the room. It was just silent, not one laugh. And she wouldn't even give you a full set of drapes. What is with the... They didn't match. That was bothering me. My OCD, I'm thinking, should I play in front of the dark drapes, the light drapes? Did you get a deal at Bed Bath & Beyond?
Yeah, this is a style that my wife wanted. And we were going to go with one color. She figured she'd go with multi-colors because we go with all colors in this house.
I know. Well, it was distracting. I like this. Look at that. You in the corner. It's like you're on a timeout in your father's office.
I'm on a timeout in my office.
I know. I said it as a father. What I was doing there was like a joke. Not really like a joke, but it was different. You're welcome. Anyway, you are funny. You are... I thought that was really good, and people don't. As somebody who stands on stage each and every day and stands in front of my wife every hour of every day, going, "Honey, is this funny?" You know, I know how tough it is, and the audience, even without an audience, I think you were funny, and maybe I'll buy 2 or 3 of those pieces for my own career.
Thanks, Howie. And if you ever need anybody else, I'm a member of SAG-AFTRA, and I'm happy to help.
I don't think he's joking, but can I just, for your wife, this is a better background than the one you were in front of. I think if you go with it, you got to go all the way. I'm not, but who am I to judge? I'm not wearing pants either.
All right.
All right. Now she laughs. Was that the wife laughing now? Now she laughs? You did a whole routine. We didn't hear one giggle. I'm judging you, and she's laughing.
Well, you're funny.
What about your husband?
20 years I've lived with this.
I've been married for 40.
I
had my 40th anniversary here in lockdown, and my wife just informed me there probably will not be a 41. What are you going to do?
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Howie.
Thank you. What a celebration I'm having. Anyway, that was terrific. What do we do from here, Rabbi Vogel?
Before we go to second contestant, I think that you want to segue us into an important message from our congregation.
Okay, before we take a look at this, right before we do that, take a look at this.
I'm guessing by now you've heard about My Aliyah, and you probably think it's just another annual campaign. Give me a couple of minutes, and I'll explain why it's so much more. Remember when you were a kid? You had a warm bed, food on the table. You didn't have to worry about where it came from. That was your parents' job. Then you became the adult. You had to make your home. Well, at Aliyah, we had parents who formed our community, built our home, and put their heart and soul into making sure it would thrive. In the 80s, the next generation stepped up and built our sanctuary, social hall, and offices. During the decades that followed, they created new programs, grew our schools, and made Aliyah what it is today. Now we're the adults. It's our turn to take responsibility. We need to make sure Aliyah not only meets our needs today, but will be there for our children in the future. Of course, being an adult means bills need to be paid, and at Aliyah, it's no different. Tuitions and dues don't cover all of our expenses. So, you and I need to be responsible and make sure they're taken care of. But one of the most exciting pieces of the My Aliyah campaign is that those of us who step up and give financial support get a little something extra to help us feel a sense of ownership, not just at the highest levels. If you can give anything over $360, which can be paid monthly, you'll have your name attached to a program that you can connect with. In other words, you'll be able to use your money to show support for those things that make you excited to say, "This is my Aliyah."
So you're saying I can make a big $100 donation and only have to pay $10 per month?
Yes, indeed.
And I can donate something like $360, and my friends and family will see that I'm supporting things I love, like staff appreciation and campus beautification.
Now you're on the trolley.
If I wanted to donate something really big, like $25,000, or a product from my company, can I do that as part of my Aliyah?
Why not give both? You'll make twice the impact and know that your gift is supporting some really important programs.
My Aliyah is the best thing ever.
Just so that I have this right, you're saying that when I donate to Aliyah, I can use that money to show support for the things that are most meaningful to me?
Exactamente.
All of this sounds amazing. Thanks, my Aliyah.
So now you understand that My Aliyah isn't just an annual campaign, it's a way of making Aliyah your own through involvement and financial support. Aliyah isn't just a synagogue, not just a school, not just a building on a hill. This is ours, yours and mine. It's our building, they're our classrooms. They exist for us, and they exist because of us. When Aliyah succeeds, we succeed. Because we are Aliyah.
In My Aliyah this year. We're so grateful to them showing support for the programs they connect with the most. You get to pick a program all the way from people. We have pillars and patrons who are like 18,000, 10, 5,000, and even below, who are just amazing and so supportive at all levels. We're just grateful to them.
That's fantastic.
Tonight is the perfect example of what My Aliyah is all about. It's about our community coming together to celebrate each other, spend some time together, doing things that we enjoy, and supporting Aliyah with not only our wallets, but doing something that we love.
Fantastic. This is our Jewish future, people. It really is. And synagogue life is a big part of that. And there's going to be lots of opportunities to raise money tonight. And before we get to the finals, I'm just not used to seeing money being raised. I'm used to you, Rabbi Vogel, talking. I'm not used to animation to raise money. It's like SpongeBob Jew pants. Anyway, let's continue on with the show. And this is our second video, okay? Our 5 finalists. This is the second of 5. Again, I'm going to say in no particular order. These are, well, there are alphabetically ordered. And the next one, we're going all the way to the K's. Jews don't use a lot of consonants. They don't. Remember? So we've seen a comedian, and now we're going to see something else done by the lovely Shira Kreitenberg.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, and
Wow. Wow. Beautiful voice, a beautiful young lady. Wow.
Thank you.
That pulled me over. And Bob, you see that? It was one pastel background, one color. If Bob's still watching. I like that. Not the two.
Thanks, Howie.
You're welcome. Let you guys go. Talk.
So, Shira, I know you've been singing for a while. You have a beautiful voice. What was your inspiration for doing this today, for this video?
You know, my dad really encouraged me to participate so we can help raise money for Temple Aliyah. So I'm happy to be here for that reason.
Thank you. Any other instruments that you play besides piano?
A little guitar, you know, tiny bit of harmonica, some ukulele. Mostly I sing though.
Triangle? Can you play the triangle?
Of course. And anything you need, Howie. Anything you need. I don't have it with me, but
you can't carry that around.
Yeah.
Air triangle.
It's a little heavy. Yeah.
Howie was mentioning earlier that he would have been a little bit more impressed had you been able to play 2 or 3 instruments at the same time. But beside that, I really thought it was just a great talent, Shira. You just always have a beautiful voice. So thank you for sharing tonight.
Thank you, Rabbi Vogel.
Even with not a wide enough bandwidth, that pause you took was so wonderful, and I love that. The fact because you got to know the venue you're playing and then play to that audience. And now that we're just watching you digitally, when the bandwidth and the fact that you stopped and waited for us all to digitally catch up and then just continue like nothing ever happened. Brilliant, young lady. Brilliant.
I really just want to keep everyone on their toes, you know.
And that's where we are. We're on our toes. Well, that was really well done. Really well done. I'm not kidding, and I'm not making jokes. Have you ever considered coming to another AGT?
Ooh. You know, I think that this was kind of my trial run, my audition, and I think
you would do well.
That's
you
next.
would do well. I would send that tape to agtauditions.com. I shouldn't be promoting another, but we're Jew friendly. We're very Jew friendly. Okay.
Good to know.
All right. Well, you're very talented. What do you do for a living? Do you do music for a living?
I do music on the side, but full time I work for APAC. So.
Oh wow. Okay, there you go. There you go. Well, maybe you might have to push back the APAC and push up the music a little bit more. I'm telling you, you're a very talented young lady.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
My pleasure. And I think I'm going to say we'll be right back after a word from our sponsor. Is that what I should say?
That would be great if you did.
I already did. Go.
This is Julie and Jeff Davine. They're extraordinary. Both of them have served on our board, and Julie's currently our president. When they're not at Aliyah for programs and services, Jeff can be found telling dad jokes, which almost earned him a spot in the Aliyah's Got Talent semifinals. Thank you for your extraordinary commitment to Aliyah. Be like the Davines. Be extraordinary. This is Stan and Debbie Strom. They're remarkable. They're active in Women of Aliyah and Men's Club and are what we consider uber volunteers. Debbie has helped organize and send out thousands of High Holy Day tickets each year, and Stan was one of the first bar mitzvahs at Aliyah since his family were founding members. Thank you, Debbie and Stan, for your remarkable dedication to Aliyah. Be like the Stroms. Be remarkable. This is Lisa and Bill Leonard. They're fantastic. From being Women of Aliyah president to helping organize our annual galas and everywhere in between. Thank you, Lisa and Bill, for putting your own personal stamp on our community and consistently supporting Aliyah anytime we ask. Be like the Leonards. Be fantastic.
Hi, I'm Steve Levin.
And I'm Jody Levin, and we're the proud owners of Woodland Hills Compounding Pharmacy.
Our compounding lab uses state-of-the-art technology to meet your doctor's exact specifications.
What he's trying to say is that we make drugs that you can't get at CVS or Rite Aid.
For more information, visit us online at woodlandhillspharmacy.com. Back to you, Howie.
Thank you. Back to me. Remember, when you want to take drugs, go see them. I love that. And I love that everything's animated too. This is great. Now I'm noticing on the bottom right of your screen, wherever you're watching, you're seeing an amount, which has been going up, people. But let's keep that going up. The 50-50 raffle is up for another 5 minutes, only 5 minutes. So I want to see that number. That's what it's about. I mean, it's about talent, but the talent is about that number in your bottom right. I noticed that when I do that, when you're on a camera, I just realized I was pointing the wrong way. You see where it is? You see that number? Only you can make that number go up. And apparently you can prevent forest fires too, but that's from when I was a kid. Remember you used to tell that? That put so much guilt on my shoulder. I used to see Smokey the Bear say, only you can prevent forest fires. I said, what? I'm a kid. I'm a kid in Toronto. Why is it my responsibility? Why is it only me? Why can't it be somebody else? I don't have that. I've never even been in a forest.
Did you feel guilty every time you heard of a forest fire? Like it wasn't me?
Well, I was the only one that could prevent it. And I don't know how to prevent it when you're a 6-year-old Jewish kid in Toronto, Canada, nowhere near a forest. Though the other thing about forests was, I can't tell you in Hebrew school, every fundraiser was to plant a tree, right? And all my friends, there were thousands of people in all the different, we always planted trees. My first time in Israel, I thought was going to be a forest. Where are all the trees? Anyway.
Did you ever spend time actually in your class in religious school or no?
Every day I showed up. I just never made it to the end. And it wasn't my choice. The teacher would go. My first Hebrew word I ever learned, and it'll never leave my mind, was sheket. Sheket. That's the only word I ever heard. So now as an adult, I'm thrilled not to sheket. I'm going to be screaming and annoying for the rest of my life because I was told to sheket too much. For those that don't speak Hebrew, it means shut up. That's what I was told to do. Anyway.
It means I love you, and it's something really nice.
Told your children? Sheket so much. I sheket you so much. Anyway. And keep those numbers coming up in the bottom right. And the contest is what, another 5 minutes? Is that what we said?
I got a little bit more time than that, I think. Is it coming up?
Raffle closes in 5 minutes.
They should do it now. They should do it now.
Okay, because we just sent you a text, people. We just sent you a text that says agt.givesmart.com. And go ahead, Rabbi. You got part of this message.
We also have a silent auction, right, that opened this morning and continues to the end of the week. And they should check out those important items that they can bid on. And one of them may be a dinner with the rabbi, other great things, but would love to see raising some money through that too. And they can, again, go online and to check out that silent auction.
Wow. Well, yeah, there's dinner with you. What about social distancing?
We're going to do it in my backyard, and then the other people are going to be in your backyard.
Oh my gosh.
It's a little bit, it'll be far enough.
Okay, just distance, from a distance. Dinner, that sounds good. Listen, you're always a pleasure to talk to. And even if we do a Zoom dinner, we could do a Zoom dinner like this. So we're talking and we're close and we're up, but we're not. I am so neurotic at this.
You can do that.
I don't know why I even brought a mask to a digital online event. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway.
I do want to thank, by the way, our auction sponsors, Tina and Gary Orkin, who are helping to sponsor that part of our fundraiser and this evening, and we're just grateful to Tina and Gary for their help.
Does Tina and Gary have anything to do with the pest control people?
They do not, but they do have grandchildren.
You consider that an infestation?
I don't. We're going to see actually some of the grandchildren a little bit later.
Wow! All right, it's time for our third video? Third video. And this is an entire family. I know growing up, I watched the King family. I watched the Osmonds. They have nothing on this family. The Lunar family. Live from the moon. Pull it.
I'm hurting in this lockdown, water zooming in my glass. And I'm hearing what you say, but do I have to wear this mask? You tell me that it's needed, that we need to quarantine. But where's my temperature increasing? Didn't think I'd cough and sneeze and say too late to sanitize. It's too late. Said it's too late to sanitize. Oh, it's too late. Mama, can I go out today? I'll wear the mask upon my head. make sure I will not spread my life has just begun. Now I'm watching tiger trash all day. Mama, didn't mean to drive you nuts. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters.
Wow. Wow. With a nice message. You guys, that's a talented family. Who sang? Which one of you sang? Which one of you sang? You have an amazing voice. You're like a little Billie Eilish. You know, I like that you got that
I'll take that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That was really well. And who was playing the piano and the guitar?
It was the missing brother.
Oh, he's not here?
No, he's at a graduation event.
He's got a graduation. Nobody has a graduation
I
event.
know. It's
this
like,
is an event. But is he playing for a graduation or something?
He only knows
he didn't want to be part of it. I get it. But anyway, that was pretty amazing. It sounded great. It was good, great. And I like the idea that you said, you know what, if you're gonna dance in this, not in the house, go into the garage and pirouette. How many times have I told you don't pirouette in the living room? You're gonna knock over a vase. Get in the garage. Is it fun to dance in the garage with the mask on?
Yeah, it's quite slippery there, so.
I know, it's really hard. I've always found it tougher to dance in the garage than in a carport. Anyway, you have some other judges. Go ahead, Julie.
Julie, you want to unmute if you want to ask.
Sorry, I was saying good to know that Howie. Anyways, okay, moving right along. So Lunar Family, tell us, what was the inspiration for this video? Was it just being sick and tired of being at home, or did somebody put you up to this?
Go ahead, Beth.
this one right here, our father Sean definitely put us up to this. But the inspiration for the song came from our older brother Jonathan only playing the same two songs over and over again, and so we decided to translate that into something that would be good for the community.
Wait a minute! I asked my kids to do things, and they like don't like.
Yes.
What kind of leverage did he have on you?
His birthday was May 31st, so he held that card.
Birthday's not bad around here for that. So wow, Sean, you've got a lot of pull in your family.
I did notice that the four siblings were never together in the on that video. Is there a reason there was never a moment when you were all together?
Spreading the message of social distancing.
I like that. I like that. Those are the happy in this COVID-19 world. Not being together with the people that you're quarantined with is the most fun. And a highlight. You know, before COVID-19, before this coronavirus, seeing a family together was beautiful. Now you see a family together and you go, nobody's wearing a mask. Why are they touching everybody? Can't you just go into another room? That's a family. That's a family that cares about one another. The youngest daughter is dancing alone in the garage. That's what brings a family together. And happy birthday, young man. How old are you?
54.
You had to think about that? You don't know about that? Really? Well, you look good. You look good. I have more than a decade on you. So you're looking good. You still look like a kid. All right. Well, that was really good. That was really good. You should be proud of yourself. Tell your brother when he comes home, regardless, it went great. Say, they loved everything but the guitar playing and piano playing. But they loved everything else. Just tell him that. It'll be fun.
Thank you.
All right. So are we continuing?
I think we're going to go with a sponsor, maybe.
Oh, so we'll be back right after a word from our sponsor. And keep donating, people. Watch this.
This is Marilyn and Marty Spiegel. They're exceptional. The Spiegels are our go-to family for Conejo Valley events, helping organize our Agora, Shabbat services, and other programming. Thank you, Marilyn and Marty, for being such an exceptional part of our Aliyah family. Be like the Spiegels. Be exceptional. This is Linda and Alex Romano. They're amazing. Both of them attend and help out at practically every event, from Women of Aliyah and Men's Club to Guys Night in the Next Chapter. They're regulars at Shabbat services, attend our annual Shabbat retreats, usher during the High Holy Days, and are always eager to donate to our various campaigns. You know they've done something right when you look at their daughters. one of whom is a rabbi and the other studying at the American Jewish University. Linda and Alex, thank you for your amazing participation and financial support of Aliyah year after year. Be like Linda and Alex. Be amazing. This is the Schneid family. They are excellent. Our ECE and SCJLL have loved having the Schneid children grow with us over the past years, and we've loved celebrating holidays and events at Aliyah together. You have been excellent models through your work with the Guardians of the Jewish Home, and by responding to our requests for support with greatly appreciated gifts. Thank you, Schneid family, for supporting Aliyah with your participation and generous spirit, including being our prize sponsor today. Be like the Schneids. Be excellent.
That's so weird. That's exactly what I've always said to my kids. Be like the Schneids. Be excellent. That was always been my fatherly advice. They'd say, Dad, what do you want from me? Why can't you be more like the Schneids? Why do you have to be a Mandel? Why can't you be a Schneid? Be excellent. It's so weird. What a coincidence that you guys would come up with the exact same saying.
Must be a Canadian thing. I don't know where that comes from.
When I joined the congregation many years ago, we had real members, not animated characters. But I think it's easier to see you through an animated drawing. I sit at the back, you know that. I sit at the back of the high holidays. But the fact that everybody's just, Mr. Schneid looked a little drawn, didn't he? See what I did there? Now I feel like Bob, except you're laughing, Rabbi, and he didn't like laughing. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, are we looking at the bottom corner anymore? Is that number there? I don't think it's there, but he could put it up there.
There it is. $4,930, if I can read that small print. But we can do better.
We can.
There are now
Do we watch it going up in real time? Do we watch it going up in real time? I don't know who I'm asking.
Yes, we are. Yes, apparently behind the scenes, in my ear, they're telling me yes.
Are you wearing You're wearing an earpiece?
No, but it felt good to be able to say that.
Well, if you're hearing voices, Rabbi,
I've always wanted to have an earpiece. I've always wanted someone to.
Well, more importantly, the fact that you're hearing voices in your own head, I'd get that checked. Anyway, without an earpiece.
We do have. I do have to make an announcement about it, though, because we want to make sure everyone knows that we've taken extra precautions to pick our winner for the 50-50. It's important. No human hands will have touched our 50-50 raffle contest. None. The winning number will be determined at random.org, matched up digitally with GiveSmart database. And how's that for a COVID-19 safe raffle, Howie?
For me, it's the safest. It's the way I would want every raffle to go every day of my life. You know, anybody who knows me knows I'm the biggest germaphobe alive, and I've been living this each and every day. So now it's like, told you. Anyway, so how much longer on this 50-50 raffle? Listen to your own ear.
This is it. 5 minutes, and this is for real 5 minutes.
Oh, wait. What could possibly go wrong? From Bob Epstein to everyone. What could possibly go wrong? I don't even know what that means. But a lot of things could go wrong. Rabbi Vogel's earpiece may go out. There could be a digital glitch in the middle of a song, but yet the person keeps on singing. There's so many things that could go wrong, but everything wrong turns out right. And I can't tell you how much I'm at the moment. Anyway, what could go wrong? Look at Bob's drapes. Can I rewind this? Are they keeping this? Those curtains, I can't get them out of my mind. But anyway, let's continue. So this is number 4, right? Okay, let's take a look at the 4th finalist. Ladies and gentlemen, hope I say it right. I will say it right this time. Zoe, not Joe. I know her as Joe, but everybody else knows her as Zoe Saltz.
Well, baby, I've been here before. I've seen in these rooms and I've walked this floor. I used to live alone before I knew you. Well, I saw your flag from the marble arch, but love is not a victory march. It's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Beautiful. More talent.
Thank you.
That was amazing. And not to be critical, but I think you were short one guitar.
I'll tell my dad.
Do you
He'll
play
love
guitar?
that.
Do you
Make sure he
play-
gets another one.
Do you play instruments?
I play my vocal cords and some pretty good air guitar. My dad is the musicianist.
Well, you have an amazing. How old are you?
I'm 14 and I'm 15 in about 30 something days.
All right. Well, so you're almost 15.
Mhm.
Wow. So you and the Lunar family are just. So you should celebrate together in about. But that's great. Is that what you want to do with your life? Do you want to sing? Do you want to do music?
Singing part of it, but mostly acting, probably.
Oh, wow. That's great. Well, hopefully we get to work together in the future. Wouldn't that be great?
I would love
You
that.
can do
yeah.
both. You can be in a musical and then you can act and do
Ooh.
that. Do you do theater? Do you do theater?
I do theater, yeah.
Wow.
I haven't done it in a few years, but I've done workshops, I've done shows, lots of stuff.
Well,
She's been in our Purim. She's been in our Purim plays. She's sung in the Cantor's choir. She's done it all at Temple Aliyah.
Yeah, I live about a quarter of my life at that temple. Yes, I do.
Oh, well, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. You're fantastic. Julie, what do you think?
Thank you, Howie. And actually, Howie stole my question, so I have another one, fortunately, in my pocket, in my back pocket. And the question is, Zoe, what is your favorite way to perform? I mean, do you prefer singing? Do you prefer acting? What do you like to do the most?
That's a really good question. I love acting just because I love being able to tap into a different mindset of someone who's like not myself and be able to discover things about their character and, portray them. But also I love singing and I love emotionally connecting through singing. And I love just being on stage and being able to perform.
Well, it comes through to all of us. It's obvious that you enjoy it all. So we wish you all the best. Thank you so much for your video today.
Zoe, and again, always, I love hearing you all the time, whether it's synagogue, Purim play, whatever it is. And it was just a masterpiece again. So thanks for sharing.
Zoe, could you take 3 steps back? Giant steps. 3 giant steps back.
Yeah.
No? It's like a lineup.
No, not really.
I was just asking. See what I was doing there? Because I saw the wall. Anyway, you were terrific. Good luck, young lady.
Thank you.
We have more business to do right now, right?
We do. By the way, I want to make sure, because if I don't, we're gonna get in trouble. I want to make sure that the amount for the 50-50 is going to be half of what they see on the screen, right? Because half of it's going to go to Temple Aliyah in terms of supporting the efforts. That's part of that 50-50. I think that's how it works. 50-50. They get the 50 and we get the other 50. Does that make sense, Howie?
To you, and that's really all that's important. Somebody's getting something and the other people are getting something else. 50-50. 50-50.
I was never good at math. I was never good at math, but I'm working.
You mean the prize is half, right? And is that what you're saying? So
that's what I meant.
Yes. That's why that total is very important, and you need to be clicking in. There's probably a couple seconds left. Is there?
I think they close. I think they're just about closing it.
Don't close. There's more money.
There's other ways to make money. There's other ways for them to help. But I want to know, by the way, I don't know if you know, this past year, we've been transitioning to a new membership software, preparing to launch a new website. You should know that, right? Which will go live within the week. Could you imagine how like prophetic were we to know that you don't want people in our office, right? To have to re-register. And so it's going to be online registration. It's going to be an amazing thing. How you'd love it.
I love anything that's hands-free. And I don't have to be face-to-face with people. This is like a germ-free Jewish existence. That's what I like. I like that. And then how prophetic, as you said, when this fundraiser, which I think was originally planned to be in person and on stage, but I kind of like this because everybody's in the comfort of their own home. It's intimate. I mean, one guy from the Lunar family didn't want to take part in it. And I'm not holding that against him. He's got important things to do. But he was a great addition to he was a musical background.
Right. So it'll be Rebecca, Rachel, David, and like whoever. Like,
right.
Exactly.
But he's not here to hear that he can do whatever he needs to do at Shul online. That's it. Can you do a minion online?
We have been. You would have loved it. This would be like your perfect thing. An online minion, Howie.
I love that.
People log on by Zoom, and we actually do services every Shabbat. It's an amazing thing. We've tried to keep our community together during these really, really challenging times.
No, what I'm going to miss is the herring. But everybody has a little piece of herring at home. Herring was a big part of, that's where I met you. Do you remember where I met you?
I know exactly where. It was in the Weiner Chapel at Valley Beth Shalom right after your father passed away.
Yeah, Kaddish. That's why a minyan is very important to me. That's where I met you the first time.
Yeah.
You were just a kid. We both were just kids.
Yeah. So they can next week, they're going to be able to log online to templealiyah.org, and they're going to see our new website and all kinds of great stuff. So we just hope they're going to log on and find just all the offerings and great information about our programs.
And thanks to this new technology, this year, everyone's going to be able to renew their membership online. Yay!
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 Yay! That's fantastic. I love this whole online thing. Anyway, is it time to meet our 5th finalist?
I think.
Okay, but first, a message from our sponsor.
Are you going a little stir crazy in your house with your kids? Yeah. Well, consider our new socially distant grandparents babysitting service with activities like standing 6 feet away in an empty grass field.
Well, this is nice.
Or having healthy snacks.
I have a cutie for a cutie.
And there will be no shortage of affection.
We love you so much.
We love you very much.
This isn't awkward at all.
Warning, Gary and Tina Orkin will only babysit their own grandkids. For further babysitting help, play the Quarantines on a loop on YouTube.
This is the Braun family. They are wonderful. They've been involved at Aliyah for decades. Aliyah is where Matt, Alex, and Jeremy went to Hebrew school and were bar mitzvahed. And Aliyah has been a reliable source of warmth and comfort for the family through the years. At Shepherd Mullen, Larry supports family-owned companies and helps them deal with their most important legal issues. Thank you, Braun family, for supporting Aliyah and for showing your continued commitment to our community by being our wonderful Aliyah's Got Talent presenting sponsor. Be like the Braun family. Be wonderful.
They might be quarantined, but they're still a team. Here's their baby holding a magazine. They're trying not to get COVID-19. They are the Quarantines. They are the Quarantines. The Quarantines is filmed in front of a non-existent studio audience.
You know what I miss most during this quarantine?
Seeing our friends.
Seeing celebrities, exactly. So I think I'm going to go to the Starbucks at the Commons and just hang out until Howie Mandel swings by, all right?
Don't you think that he's staying at home right now?
Hun, the guy's got to get his coffee fix eventually, and I'm sure Howie Mandel isn't worried about a few germs.
Wait, hold on. You know what? He's hosting a virtual talent show at Temple Aliyah.
That's awesome. We got to enter. But what should we do as our act? Drew, you could do your stand-up comedy routine. Okay, what does Rabbi Vogel say when his hybrid Chevy won't start? Oi, Gavolt! Why did Cantor Stein go to Universal Studios? Because he needed to find a minion. I don't know. Drew's act gets really filthy at the end.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I can do my masked ventriloquist act. Dr. Cuddlestein, thank you so much for all your hard work on the front lines. You're very welcome.
I don't know, honey. We see your lips moving the entire time.
I can do a Sean Connery impression. Welcome to Iraq.
Sure, yeah, that's super topical.
Can I call myself? Hello. I don't know, Gabe. That sounds a little creepy.
You know what, guys? We'll come up with something. Let's go get some curbside Starbucks. Whatever we come up with, it has to be original. It can't be generic. Or generic. Who got that reference to Bobby's World?
Me?
Drew, stop pandering to Howie Mandel.
They are the Quarantines.
So when do I introduce that video?
You did. It was so smooth.
Well, I don't know, but it just happened. But I like that. I was going to say the Silversteins need no introduction. I didn't even get a chance to say that because you had no introduction. And I love the use of children. I really love what are children for if not to use them to win big cash prizes? That's what I think. What an adorable family. What a great family. Funny. You guys are all funny and a good. The little guy on the right. Who's that looking over your shoulder? There's somebody trying to get in the frame.
Oh, that's Grandpa Gary photobombing there.
Hi, Grandpa Gary.
Hi.
Hi, leaning. He's doing like a Zoom, like every grandpa does. How many people have been trying to FaceTime their parents? And every video is like, "Hello, get in here, Cheryl. Can you see the kids? I'm Grandpa Gary. Do you see the kids, Gary? If we can't see you, there you are, Gary. I love it. I see you decided to part your hair in the middle, Gary. Like me, I can't throw stones at glass houses. You kids are amazing. Did you have fun doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was your favorite part?
I don't know.
You don't know? What was your favorite? What's his name, this guy?
This is Gabe.
Hi, Gabe. They don't want to be sitting here right now, so you have to give them a snack. Is that the...
That's exactly right. We timed it out right before this.
What are you eating, Gabe?
What are you eating?
Black and white cookies.
Black and white cookies.
Right.
I love that. At this time, it's so important. Right? To have them all together. Never mind. Maybe I'm just... Okay, somebody else. Julie, Rabbi, get me out of this.
I'll pop right in here. So
Okay.
Silverstein/Orkin family, tell us. We know that kids, we're really, well, we think, that we're all, those of us who are parents know that it's very difficult to direct kids. How did you direct your kids for this video?
They were they're pretty talented. We just set up a tripod, pressed record, and said, just do this once and we can be done with it. And we're really a one-take family. It's rare that we have to shoot something twice. So they bring it, and that's that.
So no secret incentives or anything like that?
We did have to buy a rather large Lego set at the outset of this. We said, if you do these videos with us.
And the snacks are right there, Julie. They didn't do it.
Cookie. You can me a black and white cookie. I'll do a lot of things for a black and white cookie, especially it's from B's Bakery. The benchmark.
Wow.
It's the benchmark. Well, it was a great video. Everyone enjoyed.
Rabbi, what did you think about that?
But this family, the fact that all five can be there for this long, like I would just give them points for that because I know this family well, and getting them Howie to get to be there in one space for more than about 5 seconds is like that's a win-win right now.
Yeah, I know, but they gave away the secret. That's how I get my wife to come into the bedroom at night. A little cookie, honey. I got a cookie for you. I got a cookie for you.
This is a family show, Howie.
To sing a song for Temple Aliyah.
Oh, okay.
Keep your mind out of the gutter, Julie. I don't know what you're thinking. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I think we're ready for, raffle.
Yes.
Are we ready for the raffle? I'm listening in my ear, yeah. But we've had our first glitch, Howie. The technology is not working, but we're going to try with the highest technology that we have available.
I'm supposed to be reading something and I can't see it. I want to see the amount, but I'm not seeing it.
No. We have a very high-tech system here. Hold on. There's a knock, I think, somewhere. I can't hear the knock.
Tell Emmy.
Oh, there it is.
Tell Emmy with the rabbi's acting. Whoa. Why did khakis in a suit? There you go. This just in.
Listen, you ready? I'm gonna give it to you. This is just for you, Howie. Okay. Just so you can read it.
Tamara Schnittman, 2,515, ticket number 1409. What is I can't read, whoever is that Rhodey's writing?
It looks like a 7-year-old wrote this. I don't know. I don't know who they have working in the back, but.
I think she chose the font of a 7-year-old. I can't read that.
Well, we're happy for Tammy and very.
What is the amount? Did I read it right? What is the amount?
Did actually. Your eyesight was good. It's $2,515. Exactly half of on the good. Give them a hand to everybody.
Fantastic. Wait for the crowd to die down before we move on. Wow, sounds like Bob's act. All right.
And now, are we ready? Are we ready for? What else you have besides telling us about winners? You got anything else you want to say?
Me? Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I'm listening to the guy in the ear. I don't know.
There is nobody in your ear, Rabbi, and you're running this show. We held up the paper, and now we're going to, and we'll be right back. Let's have a message I confer with my fellow judges. We're going to be right back. We've met all 5 finalists, right? We've already seen all the videos, and we're in just about a moment. It's going to be the moment you've been waiting for. So we need to confer, but I don't know how to do that without anybody seeing us, except that let's go to a video from one of our sponsors, but we should talk, okay?
I'm coming in.
This is Julie and Andy Spall. They are so cool. Not just because they're longtime active members, with Andy currently serving on the board of directors, but because they requested that their commercial time be used to thank our staff and clergy. So here it goes. Andrea, Natalie, Avi, Lisa Kobe Lopez, and Lisa Lieb, Alicia, Ben, Loretta, Robin, and Maureen, Ivy, Gail, Perry, Rachel, Carlos, and Heather. Thank you. And to our clergy, Hazan Mimi, Hazan Stein, Rabbi Adam, Rabbi Golko, and Rabbi Vogel, at a time when we all need extra support, you give more of yourselves than we can even imagine. Thank you for being there for us. And Julie and Andy, thank you for being our prize sponsors. Be like the Spalls. Be cool.
Being like the Spalls is not like being like the Schneids. The Spalls should not be confused with the Schneids. Be cool. The Schneids are excellent. The Spalls are cool.
No, don't. They're like this. They're like
the Spalls and the cool. Both families should be commended for putting another consonant after an SH, because that's tough to do. That's a whole spiel that I don't want to go into right now, but that's exactly what that is. In a moment, we're going to narrow our field down to 3 finalists. Is that correct? Am I?
We are.
Okay. So, but first, a quick shout out to our prize sponsors, which you've already done, right? Right? Andy and Julie Spall, and Larry and Amy Schneid.
Spalls right? And Schneids, they're in there together.
They really are. And all of our top 5 finalists tonight receive prizes made possible by their generous, the Spall and the Schneids' generous contribution. So thank you, Spalls and Schneids, and everybody else who was involved in this. So now let's narrow our field. Taking home $50 in gift cards are our 2 runners up. Rabbi, take the honor.
Well, it was tough. This is, Howie, those moments we spoke with you, Julie, and it was really hard, but we had to narrow it down to the top 3. And so our 2 runners up, no particular order, are the Silversteins and Shira Kreitenberg. They were just fabulous, amazing to get to this round.
$40 each. $50 each. That's fantastic. That is, you know what that is? $50 is double high plus $14, which isn't quite another high, but double high plus, right?
I think it's a single high plus a half. I can't do math either.
18 and 18 is 36, and then plus 14.
Oh, your math is much better than mine. Yes, it is.
Math. I got it down. Okay. So now, as a reminder, the video that raised the highest amount of money, okay, during the semifinal round automatically receives 25% of the vote in the favor of tonight's People's Choice. And the winner is, I like when you tell the winners, Rabbi. It means so much more.
Well, I appreciate it. I want to give a shout out to the 7 other videos that really, so by the way, the People's Choice.
Isn't that coming after that? Isn't that coming after that? I'm looking at a script here.
Yeah, you are. Right, you're going to not right. Bob Epstein, who we...
That's it. Bob Epstein.
Yeah. Bob Epstein. He, remember when we talked in terms of like how to rank these, Bob Epstein, we gave him 25% because he brought in the most money. Like we automatically, right? So that's how we did the first part. Now we got the 7 people who didn't make it to the final 5. We just want to acknowledge them because they were just, again, amazing and raised money for the synagogue. Leora Goldsmith and Joanne Lees, Clarissa Rasmussen. Oh my God, they're so cute. Jordana Ross, Rena Steinberg, Molly Sunderland, and Fumani Thomas. They helped raise almost $7,000, Howie.
That's
just
amazing.
Amongst them.
That is amazing. I've done many of these shows, and I got to tell you, I have never been this confused. But thanks to everybody. I know it's a great cause. So they were the runners up. They were the oh, that's who they are.
Yeah.
Okay, and now
I think Julie wants to share something.
Julie, please share.
Thank you. I would like to thank our sponsors who helped make this such a fun and successful event. As we saw during the commercials, they just don't support us. with their wallets, but also they're an important part of the Aliyah family. We've talked a lot about My Aliyah and about the campaign and the importance of keeping the community strong. And tonight, I think we saw exactly what we meant. So many different people came together tonight, thousands of votes, tens of thousands of dollars. I want to thank everyone who participated from the bottom of my heart. I hope you had fun tonight, and it's been great. So don't forget My Aliyah. Thank you.
From the bottom of your heart, isn't that your gallbladder? I don't know anatomy. I'm trying
to think of something funny, but
no, I got nothing either. We're
okay.
both
All
we're
right.
both sharing this blank moment of awkwardness, and I love
Thank
that.
you.
And if I wanted to be awkward, there's nobody I'd choose to be more awkward with than you.
Right back at you.
Thank you. Anyway,
we have three finalists, right? Three finalists now.
Okay. Can I say them?
We would love it.
Okay. Bob Epstein. And if he wins this money's going to go to New Drapes. Zoe Saltz and the Lunar family. Okay. So those are the three finalists. Congratulations, three finalists. I could feel, do you feel it? I'm turning like this as if there's somebody here. I got no one. I know you have people. I got nobody, but it makes it seem like a bigger deal. Is everybody excited about these? All right. I'm going to announce the second place, right?
You are.
What?
You are.
I know.
Yep.
Receiving a $200 gift certificate. Bob! So here's what I would suggest, Bob. You don't have to buy a whole new set of drapes. For $200, you can just get one to match one of the colors. That's what I would do.
That's what I'm thinking. What do you like, the gray or you like the beige? The brown or the beige?
She seems to be hard to please.
Actually,
there, another laugh. I got 2 laughs from your wife. You've been with her for 20 years. You didn't get one.
Well, so you want to move in tomorrow?
No, I'm social distancing. I don't even want to live here.
I know what you mean.
I know. All right, buddy. Congratulations.
Thanks, Howie.
Okay. So that leaves us with Zoe Saltz and the Lunar family. And our Aliyah's Got Talent champion is... the Lunar family. Mazel tov, AGT champions.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Oh. Wow. And I got a little note here. It says, show them celebrating for 5 seconds. Can I be honest with you? You only celebrated for 4 seconds. You have another second of celebration before I take over. Go ahead. Enjoy yourself for a second. Time's up. That's enough. Okay. Wow. Okay. Congrats to the Lunars, who will take home a $300 gift certificate, a card, and tickets to America's Got Talent. You're going to come see and we are going to be shooting. I'm actually starting tomorrow, and LA opened up for shooting and that. So there will be a place to come. Even if we're shooting without an audience, we'll bring you onto the set. You'll keep social distance and meet all the judges and Terry Crews and all that. So we'll take care of you. We really will. Okay. And to Zoe Saltz, whose third place finish earns her $100 gift certificate, and muzzle tov to all the contestants that made it to tonight's finals. Aliyah has always been a special place in my heart, and I was reading that, but it's actually the truth. It has been. They raised my children. They gave them a good education, a good base in Judaism. It's something I believe in, and I'm not here, I'm not here for the money. I'm here because I truly believe in community, and I love Rabbi Vogel, and I love the congregation, and I love everybody connected to this. So this is so much fun. This has been wonderful. It's been fun. This was so much fun, and it's great being with you. I just said that. And Julie, thank you so much. It's great meeting you, and you seem like a wonderful person too, regardless of what Rabbi Vogel says about you behind your back.
Oh, okay. I'm not surprised. But Howie, I want to thank you so much for all the videos you've done over the last 6 weeks and for your time and your energy. We could not have done this without you. And we, again, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for all that you've done for Temple Aliyah. Thank you so much.
And Julie, just as well, it's been so fun to share with you. It really has been the first time we've done this. We'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
And Howie, just you donated your time and you really made this so special. There's not enough thanks from us, from a synagogue. It's your place. It's where you feel comfortable, where you share Jewish life, and we're just so grateful to you. And to all of you out there, I miss seeing you. We all do in person, right? We still share Shabbat and holidays and simchas and day-to-day life. We do our best, but over these last 6 weeks with these videos and tonight, to feel a sense of our community that's persevering and being able to find the joy in life, right? The energy and the fun. We just want to thank you all for being with us tonight, being part of the Aliyah community. Howie, we love you.
I love you too. Mwah. Nachas to everybody.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.